Hi, I'm Chris with Carnival Cruise Addicts, and this is episode 161 of Yakety-Yak straight from the Yak's mouth. John Heald, Carnival Cruise Line's brand ambassador, posts on his Facebook page where you can ask him questions. He answers the questions. We read all the questions and answers, take the cool, the weird, the lies, the myths, and we put them here for you. So on today's episode, we're talking about proposing on the ship, fishing off my balcony with a GoPro, a fries only line at the deli, guaranteed rooms. Are you guaranteed a room? And someone's not eligible to enter Canada?
And this is straight from the Yak's mouth.
All right, question one. This cruiser asked, is there anything Carnival can do or help celebrating if someone is thinking about proposing on the ships? They asked any tips or info would be greatly appreciated. John said, send this request 3 days before the cruise. Include your cabin number and he will speak with the entertainment staff to see if they can do a public proposal that would be at one of the shows or events. So that's pretty cool, and I hope they say yes if you're doing that on stage. Good luck. Question two. This cruiser asked if they can use a fishing pole off their balcony that had a GoPro on it. Not actually fishing, because they wanted to see if there were fish swimming around the ship. John said yes, absolutely. You're definitely allowed to drive the ship as well. You can bungee jump off the whale tail while wearing a Choose Fun pair of Speedos. Obviously, the answer is no. So, no, you can't bring a fishing pole on the boat, period, end of story. Cool idea. I love watching the fishies go around, but no. Sorry. Speaking of like, if you like what you see and you enjoy cruising content, please like and subscribe. We would greatly appreciate it. Question three. This cruiser said the deli should have a fries only line and they can definitely get the line down faster. They love the deli, but they hate waiting in the long lines just for a plate of French fries. John said he will pass this along. He's not sure if there's enough space, but he can definitely understand why someone would ask. And I agree. Sometimes I just want to get the fries. And they're literally at the end of most delis. So maybe just a little line there. And I wouldn't say self-service because people are kind of nasty sometimes. But just have somebody there serving just the fries. I don't know. I think it's a great idea. Question four. This cruiser asked if they booked a guaranteed room with Carnival. Are they guaranteed a room or can they be turned away at port? We see this one all the time. John said, you will not be turned away. You will absolutely get a cabin. That's why they call it guaranteed cabin. It's not like the airport or the airlines that will overbook a plane knowing some people aren't going to show up. A little different on the cruise. You book a guaranteed cabin, you are getting your cabin depending on what category you picked. All right, last question. This cruiser knows someone who's traveling on an Alaskan cruise this year, but is not eligible to enter Canada. Will they still be able to take the cruise and just not disembark at the Canadian port, or will there be issues boarding the cruise? John said they will still be able to cruise, however, disembarking in Canada would be up to the Canadian immigration authorities. So apparently, if you are a felon, it's an issue, or Canada can't have an issue letting you in. There was a lot of questions where one gentleman said he was a convicted felon. It was a DUI 20 years ago, and the state he was in was that a DUI was a felony. So apparently that's it. Don't know. But you can still go on the cruise. Might not be able to get off in Canada. Anyway, that's been episode 161 of Yakety-Yak straight from the Yak's mouth. Thanks for watching. Please take care.